The First Fitna, a First Islamic Civil War, was a civil war within the early Islamic State which resulted in the overthrowing of the Rashidun caliphs and the establishment of the Umayyad dynasty. It began when the caliph Uthman ibn Affan was assassinated by Egyptian rebels in 656 and continued through the 4-year reign of Uthman's successor, Ali ibn Abi Talib.It ended in 661 when Ali's heir Hasan ibn Ali concluded a treaty acknowledging the rule of Muawiyah, the first Umayyad caliph. Background: the Islamic State expanded very quickly under Muhammad and the first three caliphs. In 639 Muawiyah I was appointed the governor of Syria by Umar after his elder brother Yazid ibn Abi Sufyan died in a plague, along with Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah and 25,000 other people. The rapid Muslim conquest of Syria and Egypt and the consequent Byzantine losses in manpower and territory meant that the Eastern Roman Empire found itself struggling for survival. The Sassanid dynasty in Persia had already collapsed. The Quran and Muhammad talked about racial equality and justice in the farewell sermon. Tribal and nationalistic differences were discouraged. However, after Muhammad's passing, the old tribal differences among the Arabs started to resurface. Following the Roman-Persian Wars and the Byzantine-Sassanid Wars, deep-rooted differences between Iraq, formerly under the Persian Sassanid Empire, and Syria, formerly under the Byzantine Empire, also existed. Each wanted the capital of the newly established Islamic State to be in their area. Previously, the second Caliph Umar was very firm on the governors and his spies kept an eye on them. If he felt that a governor or a commander was becoming attracted to wealth that did not meet the required administrative standards, he had him removed from his position. Early Muslim armies stayed in encampments away from cities because Umar feared that they might get attracted to wealth and luxury. In the process, they might get away from the worship of God and start accumulating wealth and establishing dynasties. Wealth and children are adornment of the worldly life, but the enduring good deeds are better to your Lord for reward and better for hope. Quran 18:46. O you who have believed, let not your wealth and your children divert you from remembrance of Allah, and whoever does that, those are the losers. Quran 63:9. Staying in these encampments away from the cities also ensured that there was no stress on the population, and that the populations remained autonomous and kept their own judges and representatives. Some of these encampments later grew into cities themselves, like Basra and Kufa in Iraq and Fustat in Egypt. Some cities also had agreements with the Muslims, such as during the siege of Jerusalem in 637 CE. As Uthman ibn Affan became very old, Marwan I, a relative of Muawiyah I, slipped into the vacuum and became his secretary, slowly assuming more control and relaxing some of these restrictions. Marwan I had previously been excluded from positions of responsibility. Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr, the son of Abu Bakr and the adopted son of Ali ibn Abi Talib, and Muhammad bin Abi Hudhaifa, the adopted son of Uthman, had no senior positions. The most controversial governor Uthman appointed was Walid ibn Uqba, his half-brother, as the governor of the city of Kufa in the year 30 650 AD. Many Muslims living in the city of Kufa were angered over Walid's actions. Walid ibn Uqba was then removed and replaced by Said ibn al-As as the governor in Kufa, in Iraq. Genealogy of involved people.